What's up, guys? Sand7 here, and here's Let's Play number 2. We're still farming for that Druid, and I'll go ahead and just show you my progress so far. Now, I probably could have done a little better, but that's okay. It's at 756, which, we're not too far off that Druid, a little more than 1,000, and I'm just going to quickly, show you what I've been doing to farm the shards, and what I've been doing to farm my upgrades, such as the walls, my towers. The towers are all up to 3 hero bases, basically what I've been upgrading. Now, I'll first just go ahead and show you what I rolled, because if you saw my last video that wasn't part of the Let's Play, I rolled an AC with 150 gems that I had acquired just from the daily bonuses on this account. I was very lucky, very happy to have rolled them. Now I have 2 tanks. Also, you'll notice I have a couple duplicate legendaries there, and I am watching my might, and raiding has become kind of a pain. That's why I have troops out right now, but I'm not going to consume them until they're level 40, so I gain the max amount of experience for these guys. That's why they're sitting over here in this tower right here. I'm really not worried about the bonus. What I really want is that extra experience that I'm going to get when I consume them. Now, I'll go ahead and show you the spot I've been using in the dungeon. And this spot in the dungeon I use, well, first off, it's easy. I can move up and do the 1 for 5 shards, but if I stay in dungeon 2, the first goal in, all I have to do is, my drop point is the angel. On that little corner, right where her health bar is, I drop my paladin, and then I drop the rest of my heroes, no troops, and then I walk away. Basically, I chunk the phone down, go back and do whatever it was I was needing to do. This is extremely convenient. Now, a lot of the times when, if you're at work or you're in the middle of something, you don't have time to sit there for, that 5-10 minutes that it takes to pay attention to it, make sure you place the magic properly, or even move the screen for that matter. But you want to get the shards done. You don't want to waste your dungeon turns. And this is a great way to do it, is find a dungeon where you can just drop and leave and just forget about it. It's still worth a decent amount of shards. Now, 4 is not great, but I also can't go off and do the 7-shard dungeon. So, the one that I would be doing if paying attention, using magic and a few troops here and there to prevent hero loss, that's 5 shards. That's 1 extra shard. That's not a big deal to me. And there it is. I don't get the drop, but you can see how easy it is. I can do that over and over. I can do it with 4 heroes. And we're just going to go ahead and run it one more time because, like I said, I still am farming that Druid. I want that Druid, so I'm going to go ahead and use these turns up. And this is a Let's Play, so this is basically when I'm coming onto this account, this is what I'm doing. I'm coming in and just dropping those guys there, right there, and, well, letting them do their thing. And I got to say, all right, after playing with AC for a little bit, he is a monster. He's huge, but you got to level that ability. If the ability's not leveled up, he's just, he's okay. Now, my boy Frosty over there, he's just like a friggin' MVP. Look at him just chunking snowballs everywhere. That's what I love about this guy. It just seems like he has enough hit points that he doesn't really get himself in trouble because he can withstand a beating. And if it's against multiple enemies, he'll go ahead and proc, and he'll just spit off the snowballs everywhere. And he's like, okay, well, like, watch this right here. He's going to go ahead and proc, and then they're just going to start dying left and right. And it's over from there. And, well, as you can see, AC took a beating, but hey, he's a tank. He can live through it. And my goodness, I cannot get any drops. We're going to keep doing this and go ahead and use all my turns up because, like I said, I really want that Druid. With the Druid, my team is complete. I'll have a 5 legendary setup. Now, given it'll be a little tank heavy, but that's okay because the way I see it is I've got 2 tanks and 2 damage dealers and a healer once I get that Druid. And that will be just fine for me. Also, I definitely need to drop my might. I need to get the 2 duplicate legendaries. I have 2 level 40 and consume them to get my might back down to make farming a bit easier. Because I've got to say, I'm tired of, well, not being able to farm like this. Because previously on my Smurf, the way I farmed was I dropped my heroes and I walked away from the phone. I didn't need to do anything else. My might was proper. My hero levels were right up there. I've added a ton of might by adding extra heroes, especially duplicate legendary heroes, the towers. Of course, walls don't add might anymore. Still can't get the drop. My goodness. But, well, another thing I've noticed is honor badges, because I know AC he's about to be, there he is right there. We can go ahead and upgrade him. And I actually might need to go farm for some of that gold. But let's go ahead and take a look and see if we can get him upgraded. And if you're wondering what the lock is for, I've shown this before. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lock the heroes that basically I want to keep these heroes. I don't want to lose them, so I'm going to go ahead and lock them. Those are my 4 guys. I don't want to lose them. The other ones I could possibly consume later, yeah, but so when I go there, when I go to consume, none of the guys will be up to consume that. Actually, nobody's up for consume. No, isn't that odd? That means they're all in towers. So we're going to go ahead and take these out, which that actually shouldn't make too much of a difference. So we're going to go ahead and take them out, and I'll show you what I mean by that lock button now. And when I go over here and I go to consume, there they are, but the only ones up for consumption are the ones that, and I'll even take Frosty off here just to show you that that lock button does work. And we'll go to consume, and you can see that Frosty's not there, but at level 29 he's going to give me 2,500. I can get 3,000 for that just by getting him up to 40, which shouldn't be too difficult. So what I'm going to do is put my heroes back up, and then we're going to go ahead and upgrade AC, and that's going to kind of show you, well, that I need some gold. So we're going to head out here, we're going to get some gold, and I'll show you what I've been talking about rating-wise, because rating has been a bit more difficult, and well, there are some higher level heroes, but it's mostly the bases, and the bases have been a little more difficult. Now this one looks pretty easy because I can just come in here. I know all the resources are all going to be right there and then right there, so I'm going to drop everything over here and avoid those heroes to start with. Get my heroes in first. I always like to drop the heroes first, wait a little bit, then drop the troops in to make sure those griffins don't pick up aggro, because griffins picking up aggro is bad because they just die quickly. And when those heroes come in on this side, I'm probably going to want to use my restoration right around here, right about there, just to make sure no one dies. And then from there, my guys should be able to grab as much gold as I can, and I'm going to leave as soon as I have the gold. I'm not here for anything else but gold. I need 100,000 to go ahead and get that upgrade. Once I have that, chances are I'm gone. So, well, actually, we moved through those heroes pretty quickly, and it's actually much easier when you do have griffins and when you're raiding. And I've got the win, I've got the gold, lost 3 griffins, not too bad. So from there, we can go ahead and upgrade him. So now I've got the AC up to 4 stars, and that's going to leave me with 24,000 honor badges. And with a Druid on the rise, and that I know I'm going to get Frosty up to 80. I know I'm going to get AC up to 80, and that's 20,000. I'm going to have to hold off. I am not going to level them up from level 80 to level 100 first, because I'm waiting on Druid. I know Druid's coming. Druid's more important. I need Druid there, and I know that I'm going to need 1,000 for his first star upgrade, 3,000 for the next one, 10,000 for the next one. There's 14,000 right there. Plus, I'm going to need 20,000 for his level 80 to 100, which he definitely goes first. He's definitely the next one. It's Druid. So I've got to make sure I save. Now, what I've also got to do is the arena. And you'll notice I am playing defense right now. What I'm trying to do right now is see where I can get in the arena and sit comfortably in what income bracket. I believe I can sit in the 70 income bracket pretty comfortably, so I can stop playing defense and just do my turns. And from there, I'm still going to want to do as far back as I can, and my strategy, of course, I'm going to have Paladin out in front and tanking. Thunder God's got to be all the way in the back, and then throw the rest in, and I usually go with Marksman for the 5th one, but alright, we're going to go ahead and run into these guys right here. Looks like I got some level 80s, level 84s. Overall, I have some guys where I'm out-leveled, some I'm not, but my tanks are probably going to hold pretty well for me, because once Thunder God starts proccing and AC goes off, he's not taking any aggro right now, unfortunately, when he's proccing, but that's okay, because Thunder God's going to proc again and just end this. And we're going to go ahead and move in there for the win, and that's going to grab 40 honor badges. And really, my goal in the arena is going to be to sit in an income bracket comfortably, say 70 an hour, and still be able to win at least 80% of the time. You have 40 honor badges for each of those wins. So that means for every 5 turns, there's another 200 honor badges. Now, that's as quickly as I can get it done. Right now, unfortunately, that's just the way. That's how quickly I can earn honor badges. Now, to speed the process up, because a lot of people ask me, how do you get honor badges? Well, boss fights. And getting this guild active that I have, if I want to really progress this account, that's going to be an absolute must. And in the next Let's Play I do, I will probably go into how to set up a proper guild, how a proper guild is run, because I got to learn being in Shinra. You know, Kenzetsu has set up an amazing guild. It really is the whole, just the dynamic of the way it runs. It's so smooth. It's really fun. I'll go into that next Let's Play for sure. But for now, well, I'm going to go ahead. That's pretty much it for the arena. And I'll let you know what I've been leveling. Of course, walls. I got all the walls to level 7. And I'm not going to level one wall or a few up right now with the 20,000 because they all have to be the same or it would drive me nuts. A little OCD, I guess. All right. What else have I been leveling? Towers, of course. All my towers are level 3, and then I've been leveling hero bases. And right now, I'm going to go ahead and level some more hero bases. I've got the mana, and, well, I got to make sure Druid has a nice level hero base when he comes back in, right? So let's just find the most expensive one and level. There we go. Go ahead and level that up. So I've got all my builders busy. Now, one of the things, if you do have some extra gems as a free-to-play player, you know, and a bonus event comes through where we have an update and it's extended and we get 700 gems. Buy a builder. A builder is going to help progress your account more than anything. Something I haven't done. I never planned on taking this account into a main account, but now that I am, I really, really, really wish I would have gotten that extra builder. But for now, I am stuck with 2, so that's alright. Alright, let's talk about the defense a little bit because, well, it's subpar at best. It has flaws. I will have the walls broken in on the top or the bottom if they spawn in correctly, but it's giving me the ability to farm B pretty easily. Now, before I do that, I want to make sure I have the tower set up because, like I said, I want these guys to level 40. As soon as they're level 40, I'm going to consume them. It's going to drop a ton of might. It's going to give me a ton of experience for my Paladin and for my Thunder God. And while I'm at it, I might as well just throw some range in that tower and have one tower just be a good tower. Alright, well, everyone else seems to be set up, and if you're wondering why that F was there, that's because I was doing F on my main account. And we're just going to go ahead and start B right here. We're going to do one wave of Here Be Monsters, and that's just going to be it for this video. I'll finish up the other waves on my own because I'm pretty sure I'm just going to chunk the phone down and head off and do something else because I've got a few things I need to do. Alright, well, as you can see on this base, what it's going to do is just going to funnel the heroes into these 2 little slots, one on the left, one on the right, and that gives my heroes plenty of time to swing away. And I swear, I hate the dude throwing rocks at me. It's like, why are you throwing rocks at me? But that's alright. And, like, basically, all of my stuff, that the troop camps, the mana vaults, everything on the left and the right, they're just out of the way. I really don't care about them. I'm just wanting them not to cause any problems with my heroes picking up aggro before my towers, because the goal is still to have my towers tank for me. And my towers have, I believe, 20,000 hit points, so that's my best option when it comes to tanking. And the only problematic spawns I get are ones not right there. That's actually going to be fun. It's when they spawn dead center in the bottom. They will sometimes split where a couple of the heroes might try to break through the walls while the others run around. And that can cause some problems, and it's usually only on the last wave, but I'm right around a 90% completion percentage for B, which is 15 shards a pop, and, well, it's better than A, which was 10. So I'm moving on up towards that Druid, and after today, I'll definitely be within the 1,000 mark of needing that 1,800. I'll have more than 800 today. So it's slow, but it's sure when farming for the Druid. Now, alright, one of the things you might also notice is I only have, you can see that right there, I only have 1 gold mine. I only have 1 mana mine, which was right there. I'm not going to get any more gold mines, any more mana mines. They're taking up space. They actually add might. There's not a lot of might that they add, but I don't have any need for them. And I can farm the gold I need easily enough, especially once I dump these extra heroes that are just adding way too much might for me. So once I get that taken care of, I'll be able to raid much easier. And, well, here's one of the problematic spawns. There it is. Alright, well, let's see what they do. Now, that's also why I put that arena right there, is just to kind of shift them off a little ways so they start running down towards the side. But it looks like they're still going to start going through the wall. At least some of them. Others will run around. And we'll see how we handle it right here on B3. But with Thunder God about to proc, and he procs right on the hero over there, which is very nice. Now we got all their ranged guys swinging away over there. They are going to break through the walls here, which gives me a pretty weak spot if they do happen to spawn over here, say on B5 with the Dino. Now, you'd still figure a level 20 Dino with, a 93 Thunder God, I wouldn't have any problems. but oh, I do occasionally. And I believe I just need to redo the defense. So it's something that I need to spend a little extra time actually setting up a proper defense for a level 13 Town Hall. Now, while this is, it's decently effective, I'm living off higher level heroes, and well, the hero bases, they're, I guess, about average. Now, once they spawn over here, I'm going to be absolutely fine because they're going to have to go through that little maze section right there before they can even touch a tower. And looks like Frosty's revited up. I've got my engineer revited up, and I'll be just fine. Now, my tanks, I've got to say, when you have a defense like this that... You can see it was quick. Oh, my guys revited up. But when you have a defense that towers take the aggro first, your tanks, like Pally, like AC... they're really not that effective. You want guys that are out there for DPS, for damage per second, because those are the guys that are going to really help you get through that wave. Now, AC is wonderful when he's actually taking damage, or when Pally, when you need someone to step in, but my towers are going to be the ones doing that for me. Unfortunately, I don't have any other options right now, and these are the guys that are going to have to work for me. Now, I'm going to need to get a proc for my Thunder God right now. That a boy. Okay. Now I'm not so worried because it's just a few troops here and there. AC will proc again if need be, but Thunder God's going to proc and end it right there. Oh, no, there's a lot of troops. Another thing is I probably should also have a cannon. I've become so accustomed to the archer towers that I kind of ignore cannons. Now, that wasn't that great on experience-wise. It's got a little bit of extra gold there. It's not terrible. So, all right. Well, that's pretty much it for this Let's Play, and I'll just go ahead and show you where I'm at. And I'm at 771. Now, of course, I'm going to do the rest of those turns right now, and I actually have a really weird schedule, and I've woke up basically at the end of the night, so I've got the whole day to do these turns, the whole day to farm some dungeons, and we'll see where I can get. So hopefully I can get a Druid sooner rather than later, but I'll tell you another thing. When I farm a Druid, I'll also be giving away a Druid account. Yeah, it's a nice one too. Comes with a really nice talent, so you can be looking forward to that. So it's going to be, when I do farm the Druid, I'm going to be giving away that Druid account. But the next Let's Play, I'm going to continue on with what I'm doing here and show you the improvements through my account and really go into guilds and how a proper guild is set up and how it can really benefit you as a player from any level, whether you're a starting player, whether you're way up there in the stratosphere, or you're just kind of a account like this one is getting. It's a little better. But all right, guys, well, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it, and until the next one, we go over some guild stuff. Sam7 out.